All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here in Southern Oregon now. We are actually about to hit the road for the Tulare Thunder Bowl in just a few short hours. We got a 9-hour trek down there. We're racing with the World of Outlaws this weekend for the Dennis Roth Classic. Pays $83,000 to the winner on Saturday night. Yeah, that is crazy. Talk about money being involved in sprint car racing this season. 83 grand to the winner. This time it's on the World of Outlaws side. I know High Limits had a lot of high-paying shows recently, but the Outlaws stepped up. Dennis Roth, who's obviously put a lot into our sport, he has his big race at Tulare, which I'm sure is going to draw a lot of good cars. So we're heading down there, but real quickly, I just wanted to touch base. I finally just got caught up with all my content. I feel like I've been behind since like July trying to get videos out for you guys, and usually I'm not that far behind on videos, but man, we've just been grinding so hard lately, and then actually decided to take the last 2 weeks off from racing. So we didn't compete. I think it was, we're supposed to originally kind of had on our schedule Stockton, Hanford, Bakersfield, Merced, and kind of with just how our West Coast swing went before that, on our way up to Skagit through California, through Oregon. We had some speed here and there, had our really good night at Roseburg, but just kind of had been struggling. And just with how things lined out and with some other outside factors, we decided to take the last 2 weeks off as a team just to kind of regroup. It's getting later in our season. We've had our biggest schedule that we've ever ran before. We were out in the Midwest twice. We in total have spent about 3 months on the road this year, kind of split up between a couple of trips. So we've really been at it, and for our team, that's huge. Just a couple years ago, we're racing around here in the Northwest and in California, had a much smaller schedule, and every year we've just been trying to grow more and more. And so unfortunately, that means we do have some limitations. So over the last couple of years, we've just done everything we can to try to keep elevating our program. Our partners have grown with us. We've had different crew members that have helped build our team, and then of course us as a family. And trust me, it's really difficult, especially once you start racing against all the big teams. Those guys have been out on the road, they're seasoned veterans, and they just simply know how to win races, how to take themselves out, when they dig themselves in a hole, how to get out of it, how to go to different racetracks and just be fast with the snap of the fingers. So all stuff that us as a team, we are learning, and like I said, we're putting in that effort to be better. And sometimes even when you give things 110% in life, you still find yourself in a slump, or sometimes you give it 110% and things just couldn't not go your way. We've had a couple nights this year where we were extremely fast and we were in the right position, and we've won a few races, and every time we ran our 360, which this year we had I would say 90% 410 races on our schedule. Every time you could say dropped down into the 360, we've either ran well or won. We've been very, very competitive every time we have done that, which in my opinion shows some growth, because in the past, we've ran more 360 races and haven't necessarily just won every time we've been on the track. So our 410 racing has made that better. With that being said, we want to be a 410 team, and I want to be a 410 driver because that's where the best guys are at. So anyway, that's just kind of how the last couple weeks have been. We haven't been at the track. We've been working a lot here in the shop, doing so much planning for 2025 on all sides of things. We got to get cars ordered. We got lists of parts and stuff that we're trying to get here. We got assembly to do. There's going to be plenty of work this off season, but our goal as a team is, it's easy sometimes, even though it feels like you have all this time in the off season, time comes and goes. It's gone. You got to be on top of your game, and you got to be planning ahead. In years past in the off season, all of a sudden it's January or February and it's almost time to go racing. We're like, shoot, we still have a lot of work to do. So this year we're already way ahead of the game in our preparation, so we can make 2025 our biggest year yet in all areas. So feeling really excited for that, but still want to finish this year strong. I feel like these couple weeks away have made us all hungrier. We're ready to get back to the track. And like I said, we're ready to fulfill the rest of our schedule, and hoping to go chase as many wins as possible and just really run well and try to build a little bit of consistency and get the 18T rolling. That's what's tough at this level, is when you do feel a little bit off. Everybody's so close to being on that if you're even just a little bit off, it's easy to find yourself on the back half of things, and all of us want to be closer to the front. So anyway, we're going to hit the road here in just a little bit. Felt like I wanted to just kind of turn on the camera, talk with you guys. It's awesome having your support through this all. I'm excited for what these next couple of months are going to look like, even though we're not going to be at the track as much. It's going to be the off season, but the off season is also, especially in a situation like us, for a team team. That's where we get prepared. That's where we grow. And that's where we set ourselves up for success. Races are not necessarily just won at the track. They are won in the shop, and that's where the process begins. So we're going to kind of show you guys that more here on the video. Here with all the content, like I said, I know I've been a little behind, but I'm just all caught up now and really want to do some more fun and exciting things. And during that time where I was behind, we crossed 8 years of creating videos here for this community on this channel. And so it's been a crazy ride. I always thank you guys for being here for the journey. It's truly awesome, and I'm very blessed to get to do what I get to do. So we're going to hit the road. We got Tulare this weekend, $83,000, and we're going to go down there and give it all we got around the Thunder Bowl. We'll see you there. Deuces.